Seth Rogen charmed us in comedies like Knocked Up and Superbad, but his latest flick, it's not your average buddy comedy. It's called 50-50. It's about a young man who discovers that he has a rare form of cancer, and he leans on his closest friend when his world gets turned upside down. Take a look.
What are your odds?
I don't know. I mean, I looked it up and it said 50-50, but that's like the internet, so...
It's not that bad. That's better than I thought. You can be fine, man. You're young. Young people beat cancer all the time. Every celebrity beats cancer. Lance Armstrong, he keeps getting it.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Yeah.
Guy from Dexter, he's
Right.
okay. You're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
You're gonna be fine. 50-50. If you were a casino game, you'd have the best odds.
Yeah.
Well, that's set there, of course, with actor Joseph Gordon-Levitt there. The film was written by and based on the life of cancer survivor Will Reiser. He's joining us now in studio, both of them. Reiser himself, thank you so much, guys. And Seth,
happy to be here.
For 50-50. I saw the screening last night. I was first thinking, like, how in the world can you put cancer and comedy together? But you guys sure managed to do it.
Thanks. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, tell us about the personal story behind this, because that's really the hook of this.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I should say that the movie's inspired on, the time I had cancer 6 years ago. Seth and I have been friends for a really long time. We met working on the LEG show together about 7 years ago, and we've been, best friends ever since. And 6 years ago, I had cancer, and Seth was there with me throughout the entire ordeal.
Yeah, I was 23 and he was 25, and so it really was completely outside the realm of anything we thought we might have to go through, or anything we were prepared to go through. So we really just never talked about how we felt or the emotions of it or the sentiments of it. We kind of just made jokes about it all the time. Probably to cover up what we were actually so scared of. But by the time Will got better, we realized that no, we couldn't really think of a movie that was representative of our experience. A lot of cancer movies are, again, sentimental and just ultimately really depressing. And
Right, you fry your brains out.
That's what people would come up to me thinking that was what my, thinking the bucket list represented what my experience with cancer was. And, it was nothing like it. And so Seth really urged me to just write my story and write a screenplay about it.
Yeah, we thought it'd be really cool if there was a movie about a guy with cancer that wasn't miserable, that acknowledged that people keep their senses of humor in these situations, and that a lot of awkward and absurd and funny things happen mixed in with all the sad and terrible stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the main character played by Joseph Gordon-Levitt, he goes through a wide range of emotions during his diagnosis and everything. Did all those emotions just come flooding back as you were writing this film?
Yeah, I mean, I would say that in some ways I was so emotionally immature when I was 25 that I didn't really know how to process those emotions at the time. So actually writing it forced me to look back and kind of deal with a lot of those painful issues that I couldn't and find a way to kind of get it out. And so writing the script was really the most cathartic thing I could have possibly done. And the discussions that we had while I was writing it.
It forced us to have a lot of conversations we never had while he was sick, and probably would have never had if he wasn't writing a movie about it. But that's really when we had to articulate kind of what we expected of one another, and what we were disappointed in one another, and what we wished each other did differently, and we probably would never have said that stuff if we weren't making a movie about it.
I mean, I think it's really hard when you're actually going through it and it's so intense. And everyone, you're trying to just make sure that no one else, the people around you aren't freaking out, and you're not freaking out, that you just try to maintain this level of normalcy. And by doing that, like, I really just kind of never thought to myself, like, this is actually insane what I'm going through. Like, this is like I'm confronting my mortality. So after the fact, it was actually more stressful, and, because I was like, I really, went through that. And writing it, I kind of really had to confront that.
Yeah, and you're both comedy writers. I can't imagine anybody else you'd want to go through with this. I mean, to
he was
lift your spirits.
I was his Patch Adams, but funny.
You're silly. Let's check out one of my favorite scenes here from 50-50. It shows Seth's character encouraging his friend, I couldn't believe this, to use cancer to pick up girls.
You know what I do? Get into the cancer thing faster. Faster? Faster. I know, but it's your hook, man. It's what you got. It's
So what? That's the first thing I say. I'm just like, hello, I have cancer.
That's what makes you different. It's what sets you apart. You're sympathetic.
Okay.
Just try it.
Okay.
What year is it?
It's a great song.
Totally.
I have cancer.
I was wrong. It was weird. It's weird like that.
It's
not
too soon.
It doesn't sound cool.
Okay, I gotta out you guys here. I mean, this is based on a real life experience.
Yeah.
Please, did you guys really use cancer to pick up on girls in real life?
No, we were too terrified of women at that point in our lives to actually do
I don't think it hurt, though. I'll be totally honest. It probably made Will look much more sympathetic, and me, as the friend of Will, probably made me seem interesting.
I introduced him to his fiance while I was sick.
And we actually met. Yeah, we actually met at a bar while Will was sick, and that was actually the first night we ever talked about maybe making a movie out of it. And I can't help but think that reflected on me positively.
He looked much more sympathetic.
Just
having your wingman have cancer.
Yeah,
that
just having you there.
Well, 50-50, September 30th opens in theaters everywhere. Oscar buzz already. Can't wait to see it. Go see it. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Appreciate it.